How are you? How was your week? This was the second week of my not having any kids at school. So I'm back here again. And this is the second day of Vacation Bible School. Just had the 2 days, and I think it was good that way. I have no idea what I wanted to talk about today. I got nothing in my head. I've been doing a lot of stuff lately. It's filled with other things, but not what I need to talk. So bear with me on this. In Vacation Bible School, you have different groups. You have the younger ones, the younger elementary ones, and the older elementary kids. And every time they come to the the room that I was using, so I did the snack and I did the craft, there was different things to talk about. So basically what the VBS was about was trusting that Jesus will be there for us, that God will be there for us. And they talked about what God gives us to be able to get through this life. So they put up a moose, which I like. I like moose. They put up a moose and they said, you know what? God gave the moose fur that is hollow. Each individual piece is hollow for to keep him warm. That God gave the moose antlers that has hair on it to keep his antlers warm, his whole self warm. And hooves that help him in the snow. God gave that to him so he could survive. So I'm trying to think about it, and I'm like, well, what does God need to give us, in order to do what we need to do? Well, in this case, I need the words. I need the words, I need the understanding, I need the ability to make it simple once I find out what it is. Well, the other day, I was over there with Scarlett, and Kenny was there too, and she wanted to see pictures of her mom. And Kenny had found her iPad earlier and charged it. So he said, go find the iPad and see if there's pictures in there. So I got it, and there was a lot of pictures of Colleen with Scarlett. And we went through them, and Scarlett was so enthralled with them. Just wanted to see every single one. And then she said, I want to hear Mommy's voice. So I said, maybe there's some videos in here. And we found the videos. And she got to hear her mom's voice talking to her and singing to her, playing with her. In the middle of it, the dog, Harper, came running in because he heard her voice. And I thought she would be very upset and crying, but she wasn't. Maybe she just needed to hear the voice, and she stayed with us. So the point is, Scarlett needed to hear her mom's voice. She needed to see that her mom existed. And none of us knew enough to do it right then and there. But she said, I want to hear Mommy's voice. Did God give her those words so that she could get what she needed? Does God give me the words I need to be able to talk to you guys, to be able to say the things that he wants me to say? Does God give me the words? I looked it up. In Luke 21, verses 14 through 15, don't worry about what you'll say. I will give you the wisdom to say things so that none of your enemies will be able to show that you are wrong. Jeremiah 1:9. Then the Lord reached out with his hand and touched my mouth and said to me, see, I'm putting my words in your mouth. Exodus 4:10 through 12. But Moses said to the Lord, I am not a skilled speaker. I have never been able to speak well. Now, even after talking to you, I'm not a good speaker. I speak slowly and I can't find the best words. And the Lord said to him, who made man's mouth? And who makes him deaf or not able to speak? Or who gives a man sight and makes him blind? It is I, the Lord. Now go. I will help you speak. I will tell you what to say. Here's the thing. Being human means knowing how to communicate. It means connecting with other people. If you can't figure out the words to say, you can't connect to other people. You can't get your point across. You can't teach. Try teaching without being able to speak or not knowing what words to say. When you're 3 years old, 2 years old, and you want to see a picture of your mom, you got to figure out what words to say. And she's only 2 years old. And God gave her the words. God gave me the words to be able to talk with the kids about what it meant in the Vacation Bible School today. That God gives us what we need. I was sitting in the room a couple minutes ago just trying to figure out what to say. And I'm hoping God gave me the words. God gave the moose the ability to survive in freezing cold weather. God gave the birds the lightness of feathers and the wings and the knowledge to know what to do with them so that they could fly through the air. God gives me the words to talk to you guys every week. Sometimes I listen really well and sometimes maybe not. And God gave my granddaughter the words to be able to see her mom and her together, to be able to hear her voice just by saying, I want to see mommy's pictures. When you don't have the words to tell your loved one that you love them, when you don't have the words to tell your friend you're really sorry that your loved one died, when you don't have the words to teach the children in a real simple way. I asked the kids today, what do you do when you don't have the words? They said, pray. I said, what do? You ask for what you need. This life is not easy. Never was, never will be. But God said, Jesus said, I got this. I'm going to help you through this. I'm going to give you the words. There's a song by MercyMe, Word of God Speak. I'm finding myself at a loss for words. And the funny thing is, it's okay. The last thing I need is to be heard, but I need to hear what you would say. Word of God, speak. Would you pour down like rain, washing my eyes to see your majesty, to be still and know that you're in this place. Please let me stay and rest in your holiness. Word of God, speak. I'm finding myself in the midst of you, beyond the music, beyond the noise. All that I need is to be with you and in the quiet, hear your voice. The singers, the pastors who come up with the prayers, the teachers, all get the words. They get the words. God gives them to them. And I get them sometimes. So, when you can't communicate with your best friend, when you don't know what to say when someone dies, when you're angry but you don't want to make someone else angry, you just want them to understand, just wait a minute, sit real quiet, and God will give you the words. He gave my 2-year-old granddaughter the words. He gave me the words to say what I'm saying right now. He's got this, so you can have this. So next time you need the words, just be quiet and listen, and they will come. I love you. I miss you a lot.